Hey folks, it's Jim. Just wanted to go over how I eliminated my range anxiety with my e-bike. This is the RAD Power Bike's RAD Wagon. But I was planning a long trip, really long trip, and I was kind of frightened, okay, if I take one battery and I have another battery, but what if I have a battery failure? So then I was thinking, okay, what can I do? Well, I came up with a solution to eliminate my range anxiety, and that was the Easy Focus Power Station, okay? And I get nothing for doing this video, folks. But this is a product that I found that recharges my RAD Power Bike's battery easily, and it extends my range, so it allows me to rotate my batteries while I'm riding throughout the day. So I can put 25 or 30 miles on a battery, throw it back here. They all fit in this box comfortably with all the wiring in charge and the solar panel plugged in, with the cables able to be bungeed in here securely so they don't move around. They ride on bubble wrap as well, so I don't get any kicks in the shock, and everything fits in this one box. 2 power stations plus the extra RAD Power Bike's battery. But this thing has 4 USBs, 4 12-volt outs, an emergency light. The thing that they thought about too, if you haven't seen my video, is that if you're not using the DC side, you shut it off. If you do need to charge phones, run computers, things like that, turn it on. But it doesn't waste power. You shut off whatever you're not using. So really well thought out, shout out to them. This is your solar plug for your MC4 cables. They have an adapter, plugs into your MC4 cables, plugs right in here, and it is awesome. It's also a UPS, so you can plug it into the wall and charge it that way and run devices through here. If you're not using the inverter, leave it off. If you're using it, turn it on. While I'm on the go, I will be charging my RAD Power Bike using the 110 volt pure sine wave inverter, which I've already charged the battery once using this, and the power box did it easily. But anyway, and as you know, the RAD Power charger gets hot, so I did thermal tests on it as well, charging the using the charger with this and with the 120 volt outlet in the house. The thermal results were exactly the same whether I'm using house power or the power box power. But this allows me another 25 to 30 miles of range because I can recharge the battery. And I have 2 of them for my trip, and plus I use them at the house. I used one to run my refrigerator and one to run my entertainment center during a power outage recently. It was awesome. So that gives me 25 to 30, 25 to 30 in Power Box 2, 25 to 30 in my spare battery. That's 75 to 90 miles right there, plus 25 to 30 in this. So that's 100 to 120 miles total. Plus I can recharge via solar on the go, because I can tilt to the right, tilt to the left, or tilt to the rear to maximize my solar penetration with this panel. I have done it, and it is working awesome. And I'll demonstrate that fully in another video. This video would just be too long for me to demonstrate that today. But it has worked well, and I've been able to recharge the power box using the solar panel. It was fantastic. So now I have no more range anxiety for the trip. And it's just something for you to think about if you're having range anxiety. These power boxes are both UPSs and portable power stations, and the multitude of ways to charge them, not just the sun, but also you can use it as a UPS at home also, but I use it for camping too, and I get so much versatility out of these. I got it for 250 bucks on a flash sale on Amazon, which was really nice. The price of lithium cells has collapsed, and that's why these are getting so cheap. But anyway, if you're having range anxiety on your e-bike, you might want to think about an alternative charging mode, which I did, and now I have no more range anxiety for my long trip. Even if I had a battery failure, I'm still not worried because I can continue to recharge my other battery. Now, of course, when you're charging batteries, you need to let them cool 30 minutes before you try to recharge them. But, you know, be smart, read your directions and all of that. And Anyway, eliminating range anxiety on my e-bike for my long trip. Just thought I'd post the video in case someone else is planning a long trip but is having some range anxiety. And this is the RAD Power Bike's RAD Wagon cargo bike. I love it. Jim out.